Morning and welcome to the Daily Drive. What drives you? Thoughts and questions and inspirations that come to our hearts and minds that inspire forward movement and evolution. Today's musings on the topic of questions themselves. I've observed that the majority of spiritual teachers in the world present very poignant topics, very important areas of life that are ripe for resolution. They dig deep into challenges that people have. They seem to have their fingers on the pulse of the challenges of life and offer solutions. I often find myself in a place of, I wouldn't say challenge, but I find that it's a task. It becomes its own work to absorb the answers, the solutions to these, the solutions that these great spiritual teachers are offering, because there are many spiritual teachers out there. There's a lot of information on any number of topics: relationship healing, you're healing your relationship to money, healing your relationship to your own health, your own well-being, and it can become a lot, and it can become a lot to remember and to integrate and maintain over time, almost as challenging as whatever the problem was that brought you to seek a solution. So I've had the wonderful privilege and good fortune to work with teachers who don't really offer solutions. When working one-on-one with these teachers, they prompt me to ask questions of myself in the process of discovering the answer or the solution from within. And an epiphany that I had this morning is that within the word question lies the word quest. Right there in front of us. Often what we need to see is often right in front of us that we hadn't seen before. So within the word question contains the word quest. The quest for knowledge. The search for answers. To quote another wise man who I've had the privilege of working with, a musician in fact, an Indian musician, he observes how students from the West would constantly question the teachings or the instructions or the information from the teacher. And from the Eastern perspective, he didn't say offensive, but the undercurrent of what I felt is that it was somewhat counterproductive for a student to question the information that was being given to them, or the wisdom or the knowledge that they were being blessed with. It's almost like looking a gift horse in the mouth, so to speak. So his solution for that, his answer to that was, or his response to that situation, his feedback was that when you sit with the information or the wisdom that's being handed to you, not only when you sit with it within, you allow it to grow, plant seed. The seed can be planted. You allow it to take root, and sprout and grow within you, not only will a question arise, but also the answer from within. So, as someone who likes to share, as someone who's done quite a bit of work on themselves and who really, just for the fun of it, loves to share what he's learned, and I love to see the light bulbs go off, the light bulb of inspiration to go off in other people in the same way that it went off in me. That's very rewarding. So as someone who likes to engage in that process, I don't have a lot of answers for people. I often find that when people are having a challenge, I don't really have answers for them, but I have a lot of questions. And the feedback I've gotten from other people is that I tend to have really good questions. I ask really good questions. So perhaps that could be my niche. To be someone who can be in service to others, not because I have the answer or the solution to all their problems, but I can be an example of someone who's learned or developed a way of asking really good questions. And to be that example of someone who asks questions of themselves, so that others can ask questions of themselves and get answers for themselves from within themselves. What a beautiful process. So is there a question that I can leave everyone who's watching this? Is there a question that I can leave the viewers with? Or a question I can leave myself with? Here's one. What is it that I need to know right now that will take me to the next step in my evolution? What is it that I need to hear, either from the outside world or from within? What do I need to hear, know, learn right now that will prompt me into the next step in my evolution? So with that, I encourage your feedback. You can post your questions and share any answers that come up. So thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day, and namaste.